2 years with the Casio F-91W-1DG, the timeless original, the cult classic, the little digital warrior that flat out refuses to retire. For less than the cost of dinner at Walmart. Yes, even before you throw in dessert, it packs a kind of staying power that half the smartwatches on Amazon only dream about. This isn't just a watch. It's a stubborn little time machine, ticking away on your wrist like it's got nothing to prove. And maybe that's the real joke. While tech giants are busy dropping updates every 6 months, this humble Casio just keeps showing up. No battery drama, no ego, just pure reliability. Born in 1989, the Casio F-91W isn't just a watch. It's an icon that outlived half the gadgets from that decade. The F marks it as part of Casio's standard digital series. The 91 is its proud little badge. And the W, well, that's Casio's way of saying, yep, it can survive the rain, just don't take it scuba diving. People love it because it's featherlight, endlessly nostalgic, and ridiculously affordable. For many of us, this was the very first wrist alarm clock that didn't just tell time. It reminded us we were late for school, late for dinner, and probably still late for life. Yet somehow, it made being late feel kind of legendary.
Case and wrist fit.
The Casio F-91W keeps things refreshingly compact. The case measures 35.2 millimeters across, with a lug-to-lug distance of just 38.2 millimeters, making it a perfect fit for small to medium wrists. And honestly, it still works as a fun retro piece on larger wrists. Thickness is only 8.5 millimeters, so it slides under any cuff without a fight, whether it's a dress shirt or that old hoodie you've had since high school. The lug width is Casio's classic 18 millimeters, which means you've got a world of strap options. From cheap NATO straps on Amazon to leather upgrades that cost more than the watch itself. And the weight? Just 21 grams. That's lighter than a snack-sized candy bar, which makes you forget even there, until it dutifully beeps to remind you you're late again.
Condition after 2 years.
2 years of occasional wear, and the Casio F-91W wears its story proudly. The resin crystal? Sure, it's picked up a few scratches. Think of them as laugh lines from everyday adventures. The bezel and case? A couple of battle scars, nothing dramatic. More like character marks you'd expect from a watch that costs less than a fast food combo at Walmart. The strap? Still pristine, no cracks, no peeling, like it's been on vacation this whole time. The buckle? The Casio logo is still as sharp as day one, a small but satisfying detail. And the stainless steel caseback? Scratched up like an old vinyl record at a garage sale, but every engraving, Casio, stainless steel back, water resistant, made in China, still sings loud and clear. It even carries its identity with pride. Module number 593 and model F-91W etched there as proof this little legend is the real deal. For a watch this affordable, it ages with surprising dignity, kind of like that one uncle who still rocks his high school jeans and somehow pulls it off.
Dial check.
The dial details have aged like a strong cup of coffee, still bold, still dependable, and maybe even better with time. The bright blue frame and slim white lines still box in the screen with that unmistakable retro charm. Up top, the Casio logo sits proud in white, while the F-91W shines in gold like a tiny badge of honor. The WR marking, tucked neatly between the water and resist imprints, adds its pop of red, blue, and white, a small reminder that this budget legend isn't afraid of a splash. The alarm chronograph text, still whispering its promise of function, like a quiet guarantee from the late 80s. The pushers haven't lost their touch either, smooth, clicky, and satisfyingly responsive. On the left, you've got light and mode. On the right, a clever dual-purpose button handling both the alarm toggle and 24-hour mode. And the LCD? Still crisp and sharp. It displays the essentials with zero fuss. Small indicators up top for the alarm, the hourly time signal, and that quirky little 24H icon on the left. In the middle, the day of the week sits steady, while the date rests neatly on the far right. And then, below that, those big unapologetic digital numbers, so legible they'd make a Rolex squint in envy. For a watch that costs less than dinner at Walmart, that level of clarity feels almost luxurious.
Features check.
This budget king doesn't just show up, it over-delivers. You get a 1/100th second stopwatch for timing everything from workouts to how long it takes your microwave burrito to cool down. Split time for casual runners and competitive snackers. A daily alarm and hourly chime, perfect for folks who need reminders, but don't want their wrist buzzing like a smartphone. A classic green LED light, retro, functional, and just bright enough to check the time without blinding yourself at 3 a.m. There's also an auto calendar that quietly keeps things in order, plus the choice of 12 or 24-hour format, depending on whether you think in coffee breaks or military time. Accuracy? Plus or minus 30 seconds a month, better than some watches that cost 100 times more. Powering it all is the CR2016 battery, good for 7 years, which is basically forever in smartwatch years. And of course, it's splash-proof, rated to 30 meters, so it laughs off rain, hand washing, and the occasional soda spill. All of that for under $20 on Amazon or Walmart. That's not just affordable, that's the very definition of the best budget digital watch on the planet.
Alarm check.
The alarm? Still loud enough to drag you out of bed, or at least annoy your roommate into waking you up. It's sharp, it's clear, and for a watch that costs less than dinner at Walmart, it delivers exactly what you need. A no excuses wake-up call. No snooze button, no fancy tones, just pure digital honesty.
Backlight test.
And then there's the backlight, that quirky little green LED glow. It's not even, it's not fancy, and it definitely won't light up a room. But in total darkness, it delivers just enough to get the job done. Think of it as the nightlight of the watch world. Simple, humble, and strangely comforting. Like a $20 Amazon desk lamp that just keeps on shining.
Water-resistant test.
Rated at 30 meters, the Casio F-91W is honest about its limits. Don't dive with it, don't surf with it, and please don't treat it like a dive computer. But for everyday life, it's tougher than people give it credit for. 2 years in, it's shrugged off hand washing, accidental splashes, and the occasional kitchen mishap without a flinch. And when I put it through my frugal backyard test, tap water running full blast, followed by a good sink submersion, it passed with flying colors. No leaks, no fogging under the crystal, no moisture creeping into the LCD. This little digital legend may not be built for the ocean, but for the real world, rainy days, sweaty workouts, or a surprise soda spill, it just keeps on ticking. That's the kind of everyday durability you'd expect from Casio's most affordable classic. And honestly, it laughs in the face of drama.
Final thoughts.
So who is this for? Honestly, just about everyone. Students who need their first dependable timekeeper. Workers who want something tough and worry-free on the wrist. Collectors who appreciate a cult classic that's outlasted entire tech eras. And anyone really who wants a lightweight, durable, everyday watch that costs less than a tank of gas. Though with today's gas prices, you might even get two. This isn't luxury. There's no sapphire crystal, no Swiss movement, no bragging rights at a country club. But what it does offer is honesty, practicality, and a design that hasn't aged a day since 1989. It's a watch that just works. No charging cables, no software updates, no hidden catches. The Casio F-91W-1DG is more than a budget piece. It's the definition of value, the king of retro design, and still one of the best affordable watches you can buy on Amazon or at your local store today. Call it a classic, call it a survivor, but most of all, call it yours. Because sometimes the simplest things carry the most timeless charm. And that wraps up my 2-year review of the Casio F-91W-1DG. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment if you've ever owned this little legend, or if it's still ticking away on your wrist today. I'd love to hear your stories.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, it helps more than you know. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest reviews of budget classics, retro gems, and everyday carry essentials. If you're thinking about picking up the Casio F-91W or checking out other gear I've reviewed, I've dropped my Amazon affiliate links down below. Using those links supports the channel at no extra cost to you and keeps these reviews coming. And remember, sometimes the cheapest watch doesn't just tell the time, it tells the richest story.